This viewer requested run took me 7 attempts to record and is peak hit and run gameplay. No primary, no secondary, no grenades. My name is Phacil. Welcome to a Red Stratagems only run. Thank you to Elijah and others for requesting the opposite of my no stratagems run. My stratagem choices have a simple concept. I wanted two things. 1. I wanted a low cooldown, and 2. They needed to be flexible, so they have to have the ability to kill enemies, but also take out fabricators. So I went with the Eagle Airstrike, the 110s, and the Eagle Strafing. I also brought one orbital just to be safe, the Precision. What I mean by this is that I'm going to get a lot of value out of rearming my Eagles, but by bringing the Orbital Precision, I at least have one ace up my sleeve if I get jumped while without Eagles. My only other tool is using my melee attack, which is useful for light infantry, but everything else is going to bully me if I try that. Which is why the name of the game really is Hit and Run, baby. Probably good to mention, I didn't bring the stealth armor to play sneaky. I brought it so they notice me a little less fast, and they drop off a little bit faster. Everything seems pretty spread out, so the plan is going around clockwise, till 3 o'clock, then rerouting to the center before heading south, and finishing up. I can't really combat waves of bots, so if I get forced off an objective, I have to change my route. Adaptation is king, always. Running through spores here to obstruct bot vision, making them drop off me quicker, hopefully. There's an anti-air emplacement south of me, which makes 3 out of 4 stratagems I have useless. I want to keep my stratagem cooldowns rolling though, so throwing a precision strike here is just so the timer starts. I need to use them all as often as I can, as fast as I can. I thought maybe if I move a little bit north here, I'll be out of range from the anti-air and I can eagle this heavy outpost, but I decided to just head for the anti-air first instead. Seconds wasted unfortunately, which I can hopefully afford though. Which leads me to tip number 1. Keep your cooldowns rolling, as much as possible. For example, the Orbital Precision has a 90-second cooldown, which means that in a 40-minute game, you can throw about 26 precision strikes. Now how often do you throw 26 precision strikes in just one game? But you can, if you use it every time it comes up. Which does mean you have to be in position, of course. But that's the fun part. Are you good enough to be in position when it comes up? Because if so, 26 Orbital Precisions is insane firepower. So your destroyer definitely has your back. Be ready to use it. Here's tip number 2, by the way. Play Decoy for your Hellbomb. Watch how I run circles around these bots, while the Hellbomb counts down. And because I'm so annoying, they actually let it go off. I would have had to reroute if there was a Devastator most likely, but light infantry and walkers you can mess with pretty easily. I should probably try to get some stims. Which reminds me, the resupply counts as a stratagem you should keep off cooldown, by the way. I'll repeat a tip from a previous video. Tip number 3. Throw resupplies near points of interest. This lets you go back to them whenever you're forced to reroute. Makes them easy to find basically. This Hellbomb bouncing here is really annoying, by the way. I'm pretty sure the Devastators in there are gonna harass me if I try to arm it. Luckily my precision is back. Gotta love the low cooldown.
My life for Super Earth!
Like I said, harassment. I'm trying to figure out here if I can precision strike both the fabricator and the anti-air at the same time. I'm worried this gap is too big though, so I decide to play it safe and just go for the anti-air. At least I get my eagles back that way. Let me know in the comments if you would have gone for the 2-for-1. Welcome back, Eagle 1. Now get to work. Tip number 4. Use the Eagle Strafing run. It used to be mediocre, but as of patch 400, it's batshit crazy. It can penetrate armor now, close fabricators, has 4 uses, or 5 with the ship module, and has a ridiculously low call-in time. You won't regret bringing it anymore. On a side note, to close fabricators you do have to make sure she flies in facing the front of the fabricator, like so. She flies into the direction you throw it, so throw north, fly north. Definitely going on my easy to use stratagem list. The fabricator she just destroyed was hugging a second one, and I destroyed one earlier with a precision if you remember, so only one left. Or rather, none left. I will admit I don't know the ins and outs to this mission yet. I learned after this run that you can take out a bunker with 2 precision strikes, but during this run I'm mostly experimenting and nuking it with as much crap as I can, just to see if it destroys it. On a side note, One big advantage to bunkers is that they really like destroying their own fabricators. So that's nice. I gotta remember that these bunkers are absolutely lethal. So need to take cover more. See? Lethal. Ooh, time to experiment.
Point me to the enemy.
Whoop. Guess the Hellbomb doesn't stick. Of course the eagle does. Are you enjoying this slapstick comedy? A like and a sub would help me out a lot. Thank you very much. It's probably good if I mention I didn't want to make this too easy on myself. So I chose a fire tornado planet, which I'm kinda regretting right now, but okay. Now this is an awkward situation. I needed to stay close to the bunker to not get decimated by it. I guess this moment here really showcases my inexperience with this mission. After I arm this Hellbomb, I'm actually gonna run towards the bots, following my own advice basically, playing decoy.
Clear the area.
Looks like I'm home free. Bye-bye. I decide here it's a good time to rearm my eagles. The reason why is because I can use a precision strike for just one of these outposts. Maybe it has a Hellbomb even. In exchange for some kiting and running around, after I precision strike, I get 7 eagles. Sounds like a good deal to me. A detector tower means I can Hellbomb. That's really good for me, because even though I want to roll my cooldowns, right now my eagles are rearming, so being able to save my precision and have it as a backup is quite nice. Which is obviously the reason most people use their stratagem sparingly, because in the back of your mind you'll usually think, but what if I get in a crap situation and don't have any? What then, huh? Well then you do like Mr. Gump did, and you run, Forrest, run.
Come on, clear.
Same heavy outpost layout as last time. So 1 fabricator here, 2 a little bit further, hugging each other, and 1 more diagonally across from the 2 hugging. I do, however, have to wait another 45 seconds before my eagles come up. So I guess I'm waiting around. Ideally, I'm inside, ready to throw an eagle as soon as they come up though. So I'm trying to time my entry. I didn't get the timing quite perfect, but close enough. I cheated a little bit here. I'm just using the autocannon drop pod to kill that fabricator. I hope you forgive me for that one. And that airstrike will take care of the last 2. So we're good. I considered an airstrike or 110s here, but I had 5 stacks of strafing run left, so I decided to use that instead. I did need to get in front of it for that to work though, so I ran a circle around it to avoid the light infantry that came out of there. Which also leads me to tip number 5. Drain your eagle stacks simultaneously when you're running multiple eagles, so use whatever eagle has the highest amount of stacks left. The reason why is if you don't, you might end up with just 1 eagle left with a bunch of stacks, so then rearming is awkward, but not rearming might be worse. And if you do end up with just 5 stacks of 1 eagle, remember to just use them as fast as you can, as often as you can. That way they can all start rearming. The optimal strategy for the bunkers in this loadout is probably, knowing what I know now, to just use 8 orbital precisions for the 4 objectives, 2 each. I'm assuming Eagle 500s also work, so bringing those instead of the airstrike would work better. I'm still not sure whether the airstrike actually destroys the bunker or just the turrets on and in it. I'm getting mixed results, so I'd appreciate a definitive answer if you have it. I'll check the comment section for it. Also, tip number 6. Don't be afraid to leave an objective when it's half finished. Tactically retreating saves you time, lots of it even. So damaging a bunker with 1 orbital precision, for example, is just fine. Afterwards you have 90 seconds to do side objectives before you come back to finish it off with your second orbital. I abuse the heck out of this knowledge in many of my runs. It's probably the single biggest reason I can run most loadouts successfully, so definitely try it out. I'm gonna fast forward this part. It's just me trying to hellbomb this thing, because I gave up believing I could kill it with stratagems. Not the smoothest operation, but I made do. This gives me time to address a common misconception some of you have of me, which is believing that I'm doing these runs out of boredom. I really don't. I do them because I believe challenging myself is one of the easiest ways to find fulfillment in my life. Or more solidly translated, I do them because I know they're hard to do. Maybe quoting Tom Hanks here is best, since I already mentioned Forrest Gump anyway. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. It's the hard part that makes it great. This all leads me to fun fact number 1. Obstacles or opportunities, or threats. You choose. Seeing obstacles as the world being against you will probably make you suffer quite a bit. Seeing obstacles as a puzzle to solve, though, makes them exciting. A chance to learn something. A chance to grow, even. The joke is that the obstacle is not the hard part of your life. It's getting your mind to the point that it understands you can handle this. So in case you're not sure yet, this random guy right here on YouTube believes in you. Handle it. I have no reinforcements right now, so I'm playing extremely safe. I still don't know what can and can't kill this stupid bunker during this run, so I'm just throwing shit at it. And since this detector tower is so close, I may as well go hellbomb it, while I wait for my cooldowns to come up. I considered for a split second doing the sieve first, but then I realized the detector tower definitely sees me here. So yeah, let's not get the order wrong here, Phacil. I can summarize this detector tower real quick. I drop a Hellbomb and I pull a Phacil bounce. That's where the stratagem lands, really far away from where you want it to, simply because it bounced off the ground. Feel free to spread the word that that's what it's called, by the way. Then I realize there's nothing in there, so I can just play it safe and I run all the way in before I Hellbomb again. After which, I decide to go for the outpost north of me first, to reduce the amount of directions from which patrols can spawn on me. Then fire tornadoes decide to defend this outpost and not let me in to nuke the fabricators. So I decide to improvise using my minimap. Fabricators are the same size red blip as hulks on your minimap, the big difference being that they're stationary, of course. So long story short, I decide to eyeball it and just nuke them without seeing him, using the minimap. It's fun to try for sure. Let me know how it works out for you. I used the word decide like 5 times in a row there, and I decided to leave that in the video. Don't leave things undecided, team. Easily one of the fastest ways to misery. That's one. I tagged the map here to see the distance. My character calls out to 50 meters for me, which is a pretty far throw. So I aimed my camera at a 45-degree angle to throw this 110 as far as I could. And 2. Tip number 7, by the way. I used the Eagle 110s there because I was nuking those fabricators blind. The 110s I just have to make sure they're close enough to lock on. So if you're gonna improv like that, Eagle 110s are the way to go. All of this is pretty boring. I'm just doing a sieve. I died to a fire tornado doing the console because I thought I'd be fast enough. Then I stimmed through it to show that fire tornado who's boss. Compensating for ego loss, of course. It's around here that I would start playing some Benny Hill yakety sax, but it's patented and I don't want to infringe. The reason why is because, altogether, I spent probably 5 to 10 minutes looking for the 5th side objective, and if you're laughing right now, it's because you know it's not there. But I didn't know that. So yeah. It was at this moment I realized, MFR, you can just nuke those bunkers. Probably a good moment for a request. If you have any builds you'd like to see me play, be sure to post them in the comment section below. Also, let me know whether you want me to use it on bots or bugs, and also what mission. Assuming you have a preference, of course. Nice and mellow final outpost. Sweet.
Democracy's on its way.
I don't do anything worth noting on this next bunker. I'm just trying to nuke it to finish the mission, which I then fail at, die, and then play safe by looking for a non-existing side objective again. You may be wondering, why'd you upload this run then, if it's not so interesting? The reason is because I wanted you to see the less glamorous runs as well. A message to you as something I firmly believe, if you will. Namely, it's better to get the job done than it is to have it perfect, yet unfinished. I say this as a perfectionist at heart, so I definitely get the feeling of wanting to make everything perfect. The problem is, you're not going to get much done in life with that standard. So at some point, you just have to call it a day and consider it finished. Accept its imperfections and move on. I truly believe it's the smarter course of action. I hope that helps you out in some way. Adding to that, here's fun fact number 2. Intrinsic motivation will always beat extrinsic. For all the exciting shit you'll see and experience in your life and on YouTube, there's a lot more boring stuff. Learning to do things is a matter of you teaching yourself to be motivated, which is why working out, for example, is a really good idea. Many people hate it, but they learn to love it. And if you can teach yourself to learn to love something without the need for external motivations, congratulations. You've just developed one of the most powerful predictors of success in life. The best advice I have for starting out is to set the bar low for yourself and move it up slowly. So don't aim for working out 6 days a week if you've never exercised before. Aim for 1 day a week and go from there. The dopamine you'll get from succeeding here will do the rest.
Helldiver KIA deploying replacement.
I feel like getting nailed by this bunker is a good time to summarize my reflections for this run. So here we go. First off, prioritize anti-air when you're running eagles. That sounds really obvious, but sometimes we forget. It's actually worth beelining straight towards the anti-air and just skipping everything else, because it gives you back a lot of firepower. So don't waste time. Number 2, bunkers are lethal, so play safer. That sounds really obvious as well, but just remember, those lasers don't just do a lot of damage, they also stagger. So if they tap you once, you're probably dead. Number 3, there's actually a safe zone around the bunker. It's at the base. So if you do happen to be close to it, make sure you stay really close to it, to make sure you don't get nailed by the lasers. Number 4, you can destroy bunkers with 2 orbital precision strikes, and maybe 500 kilograms, which makes this mission a joke, even though it didn't look like it in this run. It's definitely worth noting for your future automaton runs. And lastly, number 5. Bunker missions only have 4 side objectives, so no, you don't have to waste your time looking for the 5th one, like I did here. I even ran away from the Pelican before it landed, to turn it into a flying turret, for backup, while I chased my own tail basically. The last 6 minutes of this mission here are just me looking for Narnia basically. Or rather, the 5th non-existing side objective, as mentioned. So I'll end this video by thanking you again for supporting this ICU nurse turned YouTuber. I have a simple message for the world, which I will repeat like a broken record for as long as I can, and it goes like this. Please take care of others. If you do so, your body will take care of you in turn. Remember that for every person that's ever hurt you, you know at least 10 that didn't. And probably at least 2 that protected you and cared for you after you were hurt. So take care of those 12. That's all I'm saying. Accept that you're gonna run into bad apple number 13. Just don't stop caring for those 12, because number 13 hurt you. It doesn't add up, and your mind knows it. I hope you enjoyed this less than glamorous run, and that it motivated you to never keep trying to achieve the things you want, both in-game and out, of course. Good luck and have fun, I'd say. And in the spirit of keeping you reflecting, learning, and growing, here's a random question for you. Would you rather have the power to predict the future, or to alter the past? My name is Phacil. Be well, take care.